Hey guys, this is Matt with Comax Gaming, and welcome to your fourth C++ tutorial. So today we're gonna learn how to make for loops, and we are gonna take advantage of functions. So we can send an argument to a function, make the for loop there, and return something. Right? So it's gonna be like a mix between what we've learned in the previous tutorial and what we're gonna learn today. That way we can like kind of get everything together going well, I guess. So let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna do here is mainly explain how a for function works, right? At least the parts it has. So we start by typing for parentheses, and now the for loop is divided in three stages, I think we can call it. The first one is the declaration and initialization of the variables. So we are gonna declare int I, and we are gonna initialize this variable with the value of 0. Now the next part is the condition. The for loop is going to run while this condition is true. So I is less than 10, I guess. Anything is good here. And the last one is like the action part. It's where everything is going to take place, kind of, right? So in this case, we are going to just do I++. Now, this means that we are going to start a for loop with this variable I at 0. We are going to run until I is less than 10, or while I is less than 10, not until. And while that is true, we want an I++. Now, what's in here is also going to be executed. So, for example, if we see out hello world, and we leave a space and we type I, we are gonna see what we get in a second. Hold on, let me run this. Okay, there we go. As you can see, it says hello world, not world. Make sure you type that wrong. 0 to 9, right? Because we said we are gonna initialize I at 0, but we are only gonna run this code while I is less than 10. So it's gonna come here and gonna say, okay, we are at 9. We are gonna add 1, I++, and we are gonna check again, and it's gonna say, okay, is I less than 10? No, because I equals 10 right now. So it's gonna automatically end the for loop, and it's gonna continue here. And what's next is the return statement, so it's gonna end the program immediately. Something you can do is this, which is completely wrong, and you should never do this. You put everything over there. It's like so bad. Well, I'm getting a compilation error, but it's possible, as you can see. Well, blah blah blah. Yeah. You can put it like everything you want in here. Let's see. Was it space? I don't remember exactly how you do this. I think it was no comma. It's just so wrong. It's like terribly wrong. As you can see, we get the same exact result, but we put everything in the same line. But this is like so bad. You should never do this in your entire life. It's so I don't know, bad, wrong. The way of doing this is this. You just put I++ or I here, or whatever you need to put over there. But it's normally a mathematical operation, not like a print to chat or cout in this case, or anything like that, right? So that's basically how for statement works and for loops work. And now we are going to do something very simple. We're gonna void start loop, and we're gonna send an integer. Now if you don't know what this means, you should go watch the previous tutorial where I explain all this. And we're gonna send an integer which is gonna be 50. So void start loop int max. Oh, and we're gonna do for int I equals 0. I is less than max. Then I plus plus. See out. We're at. And we're gonna end line. Gorgeous. And it should work just fine. As you can see, yes, it does. So we are just telling our loop to go from 0 to whatever we put in this variable over here. So in this case, we are sending 50. That means that max is going to equal 50. So our for loop is going to loop between 0 and 49. But in total, we have 50 numbers. This has been printed 50 times. So I hope you get how for loop works. It's actually pretty simple, I think. We are gonna learn how while loops work and how do while loops work, and I think that's even easier and it's even more useful. But you're gonna use for loops a bunch, while loops a bunch as well, and do whiles as well, as you could imagine. So yeah, everything we're learning is completely useful, so make sure you understand what you're doing. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate the video up. If you did, like the video. If not, leave a comment and tell me why you didn't like it. It's always very helpful to know what you guys think. Thanks again. I'll see you next week. Or maybe this week. I don't know. I'll see you whenever. See ya.